Y'all know what it is. Raiders, bitch.
Just win, baby. Let's go. What is up, Raider Nation? And welcome back to another episode of the Oos Nation Podcast, episode 16 with your boy, Simone Raider, and my Oos.
Mr. Fitz, y'all know what it is. Raiders, bitch.
And man, I know that we didn't really drop a episode last week. A lot of things have been going on.
A lot.
Since that last loss that we had against the Detroit Lions, Monday Night Football.
Yep.
Everything went to shit. But it is Monday, day after our
Victory Monday.
Victory Monday, man. And we're coming off of a huge win against the New York Giants at home. And this team looks totally different from a week ago, man. I'll go over it real quick and we'll kind of harp on it just a little bit. I want to get your thoughts as well as my thoughts because we didn't really get to sit down and talk about it. But obviously the Raiders lost on Monday Night Football 26-14. One of the most horrible showings that we had offensively. The defense was solid. We had a pick six. Marcus Peters came through with a pick six.
The defense overall, in the first half, forced the Lions. The Lions were in the end, 3 times. We forced them on the defensive side to not punt, but kick 3 field goals. So our defense showed up. Yeah. Offense just bent over that game.
Yeah, the offense was all bad, and you could say that one of the main problems was our head coach, McDaniels.
And Jimmy G.
And Jimmy G didn't do good either. I could also blame the offensive line because they weren't really doing the best out there. But when they did at least hold up the offense, hold up the defense, Jimmy still wasn't getting the job done. And, that's one thing that I can admit is, I came into that game. A lot of people have been on my head is because I came out and said that Jimmy gave us the best chance to win. Yeah. Which to me, my reasoning was, he was a 3-2 starter. He was able to move the offense down the field, and he was solid for the most part when he wasn't injured. And then the 2 quarterbacks that took over for him both lost their debut games. Offense looked bad. But I can admit that game was not good for Jimmy G, and I was like, you know what? Let's see what the rookie can do.
I knew AOC. I was, this. I've been pro AOC since week 1.
Yeah.
I believe, against the Chargers, he struggled, the rookie mistakes. O-line was fucking up, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. But I still believe in the kid, man. I really believe he's the future of the Raiders. I seen a lot last night. He handled himself very well. Big improvement versus the last time we saw him start a game.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why I said, that first game obviously was bad.
Yeah.
Offensive line didn't help at all, A lot of things went wrong. And that's kind of like the same things that I seen with Jimmy. Obviously, Jimmy did bad as well, especially the last game that he played. But I felt like it all came down to coaching because obviously you see that huge difference going into this game.
Yeah.
So, we'll get into that game and we'll kind of dissect it a little bit. But right after that Lions game, man, all hope was out the window. Raider fans.
Oh, yeah, we were all.
All Raider fans are already, pounding the table for Josh McDaniels to be fired. Or a lot of people were protesting, boycotting, say, we're not going to support this team anymore. Everybody was pissed off about this team, especially knowing that who knows what the Raiders will do.
Yeah.
Mark Davis has been hearing the end of it from a lot of fans out there. And, he's been frustrated as well as us. And the players have been frustrated.
Yep.
But then on Halloween, man.
We got a Christmas gift on Halloween, bro.
Breaking news came out. Josh McDaniels was fired while he was trick-or-treating with his kids, basically. So, the news came out, man. Surprising news for me. I felt like it was going to happen sometime. I didn't think it was going to happen at that point.
Yeah.
I thought if Mark Davis was going to move on from him, it would have been earlier. But he gets fired.
Surprise. We were caught off guard with that.
Exactly. One. So Mark Davis made the move. Josh McDaniels was fired. But not only him, Dave Ziegler was also fired. And not even only them. Freaking offensive coordinator Mike Lombardi was fired. And I was like, yo. What?
They were cleaning the house in the middle of the night.
Mark Davis grabbed his balls and made the movement. And I was like, okay, Mark. Everybody has been on his head, man. But to see him go out there and make that move and move on. My question was, when that news came out Halloween night, I was like, who's going to be our coach? A lot of people thought Patrick Graham or maybe Mike Lombardi would have taken over. But we find out that Antonio Pierce, linebacker coach, takes over. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
This could be exciting. Who knows? And then Champ Kelly gets promoted to general manager. And man, oh man, Bo Hardigree gets promoted to offensive coordinator. And the biggest question going into this game was what are the Raiders going to do? It's a short week. We're coming off of Monday Night Football. Can this team turn it around and play for this coach? And the first move this dude makes is benching Jimmy G.
Yep.
What a lot of fans have been asking for and praying for, especially you and a lot of other people, been wanting Jimmy G. And for me, the last game that he had was kind of like the last straw. I was like, fuck it. Whoever's out there, I'm going to support them. If it's AOC, well, let's see what he can do out there. So he benches Jimmy G and goes forward with AOC. He doesn't even stutter about it, doesn't second guess it. And Raider fans overnight are just joyed, excited.
The nation was rejuvenated after that.
Rejuvenated. It felt like we had a new hope.
Yep.
It felt like we started the season all over again.
Was lit.
Yeah, so I mean, every Raider fan all of a sudden overnight was like, you know what? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's support this team all over again. It's a celebration. Not only that, Jimmy G got, obviously benched. We found out the news, and the next day, the Raiders sent him a birthday shout out. I was like, what? I said, that
Happy birthday! We're gonna bench you for your birthday.
I think they should have turned off the comments on that one because I was like, man, y'all not doing him any favors out here, man. I was like, man, Jimmy G. As bad as he did play out there, he doesn't deserve it right now. I was like, but everybody was looking past that, and the biggest question, like I said, was going into this week, what type of team are we going to see out there? Is this team actually going to go out there and look good, offensively, defensively, or are we going to look like the same team? But
we went out there and looked completely different, bro.
Oh, definitely. But
I was like, who are these guys?
Oh, I don't recognize this team at all.
Yeah.
But my question to you, with all the moves that went on last week that we didn't really get to sit down and talk about, how did you feel about it? Like the first initial reaction when you found out the news that Josh McDaniels was no longer the Raiders head coach.
I was stoked. Reason being is I was told I got my sources and shit. A reliable source told me that he was here for the long run.
Who's your source? You?
I don't give up sources. But, so I never talked about it, nothing. I just told us few that, our inner circle. So I was, and it was a touchy subject because people, like I said, my source was saying people were going to start getting banned, this and that. So I didn't really touch up on the subject. Mm-hmm. So when they got fired, I was tripping balls. When I first seen it, I got it sent in the DM. I looked and I was like, bro, this is fake.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let me go double check. I went to the Raiders page and I saw it on there and I was tripping,
that's
bro.
what because I got a text message from somebody and it was randomly Halloween night. I was just watching my daughter and just chilling. I was ready to go sleep. Yeah. And I got a text message like, Mark Davis not fucking around. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I go, the first thing I seen was the Raiders. Yeah. And I said, oh shit. But not only, I was surprised that they fired Dave Ziegler.
Yeah, I was surprised by that too.
I thought they would have given him a chance.
They were a package deal.
Yeah, but Mark Davis said, "Fuck it, both of y'all motherfuckers,
yeah, get the fuck on."
Yeah, and
take your shit and that Patriot shit out of here. Yeah, Gator way that way.
But they also got rid of Mike Lombardi, which I was like, damn, he's really trying to clean house here. But for me, like when I seen it, obviously I was shocked to see it. I was on the train of like the only reason why I wouldn't have wanted to move on from Josh McDaniels is because I was just tired of the whole rebuild and firing, hiring. But after what we've seen this week, after listening to Antonio Pierce's press conference, like
bro, that press conference was next level. That got everybody in the nation fucking hype, bro.
Oh, especially man, when I listened to it, I was like, man,
the whole environment from this last week to this week, last night. You just see it. It's completely different. I'm loving the vibe. I'm fucking stoked, bro.
And it's crazy what a week can do. Yeah. Like 1 week. Because, like I said, after that Lions game, man, all hope was out the window. There's a lot of fans that didn't want to support this team anymore.
I didn't want to come to the games no more, but I was still going to come.
I was frustrated. I was frustrated with the team. And I was like, man, I don't even know how long we could deal with this anymore, especially if they go out there and look like that every single week. But coming out, Antonio Pierce bringing that fire, bringing that energy, and he once was a player.
Yeah, he's a diehard Raider fan.
And if there's somebody out there that could get the team going, it's him. I mean, he's been in these guys' shoes, and he went out there. I even love the answers that he gave out. I mean, he seems like the players' coach for me. He seems like the players' coach, even the Raider Nation's coach, because he listens to the nation, and he does what the nation wants. Not all the time are the Raider Nation right, but everything that they did from his hiring is what the Raider Nation have been asking. Yeah. Bench Jimmy G, fire Josh McDaniels, start AOC.
Run the ball more.
All of that, everything was starting to click, man. And I love when he said, he grew up a Raider fan. He grew up loving the Raiders. I was
born for this.
Yeah, NWA. He grew up in Compton, California. He coached Long Beach Poly.
Yep.
So he kind of from Long Beach.
Since he coached Long Beach Poly, if draft some more fucking Samoans, bro.
Yeah, bro. We need some more polys on the team. We need some more
polys on the team, man.
Exactly, man. I love it. I love the energy, man. And even the way he just talks about the players, man, it makes you want to play for this guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of players came out yesterday after the game, and they talked about Josh McDaniels. They still got respect for McDaniels, and I think on a personal side, McDaniels still gets their respect. But I think from the fans watching, things were just not going their way, and everybody was just frustrated. They knew the writing was on the wall for him.
His guru fucking playbook was dog shit.
Bad.
Horrible.
Holding Jimmy G back. Yeah. That's the reason why he wasn't doing good.
Come on. Yeah, both them motherfuckers need to go.
I'm just joking, News. I'm just joking. But yeah, you could tell the vibes are overall like great. I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like the Raiders organization as a whole started to lighten up more. Everybody started to have a little bit more fun. We got to see Devontae Adams and them play basketball in the locker room, just chill, hang out, whatnot. We even got to see, the media team has been killing it too.
Oh yeah, the media team has been on it, bro. That speech that what's his name gave, Marshawn Lynch.
Oh,
that was fire, bro.
Hey man, shout out to the Raiders media team, man. They've been killing it. I know they've been getting a little bit of slack here and there in the days, but
it kind of last week, bro, has been on point, bro.
It just felt like Josh McDaniels wasn't only holding the team back, but he was holding the media team back.
Yeah, everybody back.
Yeah, they dropped that vid right after the whole thing happened. The next day after the presser, they dropped that, or before the presser, I don't know when it was, but they dropped the whole Marshawn Lynch thing and they put the Raider way. It's crazy because we've been talking about the Patriot way over here and what Josh McDaniels would have brought over here, and obviously that shit wasn't working. Whether it was Josh McDaniels, Jimmy G, AOC, the offense, defense, whoever it was, nothing was clicking. But just putting it out there the Raider way and just having Marshawn Lynch talk and get you hyped up. That video alone
badass
had me hyped up for this team, man. And I was like, bruh.
I wanted to run outside and sock somebody when I saw that. Raiders, bitch.
Run through a wall. It was, like I said, going into this game, man, easy game. Easy team
It's usually those easy teams are the ones we have to worry about. Though.
So we're going into this matchup. I think was a perfect matchup for the Raiders.
Yeah,
it's an easy one on the schedule, kind of like the Bears. But you see what we look like against the Bears. Shitty.
Yeah, shitty.
So no, like I'm not overlooking any team out there. So going into this game against the Giants, AP's former team, his debut is against his former team. And we put 30 on their head. Yeah, we killed it, bro. I knew it. They went, man. Shout out to the team, man. Shout out to AOC. Shout out to AP. Getting the energy building up towards this game. You could tell the players were playing for AP.
Yeah.
And just to see the vibes all over Allegiant Stadium, we got to go there. We got to experience it. Yep. And the vibes just felt different. And it's crazy to see that we are, like, going into this week, whether we're at the parties, at the tailgates, going to the game, you wouldn't think that this team was on a 2-game losing streak looking as bad as they did. But I felt like this was almost like a celebration.
Everybody was hyped.
A celebration for the Raider Nation to come together and be like, yo, it's a new day in the Raiders organization. And let's just support this team, see what we do out there, whether it's good or bad. We got rid of Josh McDaniels, and we got our quarterback out there starting this game. AOC. It's just one game, Moose. So
it's gonna get better and better and better.
I'm just joking, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping for that. I said, like, I only fuck around with AOC because of yous, and a lot of people that want to talk down on Jimmy G. I feel like Jimmy G, if he was starting this game, he would have done great.
He would have done horrible.
Nah. McDaniels was holding him back.
No,
he was holding him back.
Bro, we all see what he did over there in San Francisco. You know, not to say he's still a Raider right now. I'll give him.
What did he do at San Francisco? He took him to the Super Bowls.
Okay, one time. Still sucked ass, bro.
Hey, he's been to the playoffs.
You see the team they got over there?
He's been to the playoffs a lot of times. It was plenty of times.
Yeah,
whether it was him or not. But you know that's the point. Yeah, none of that matters.
None of it matters.
AP debut game. Offense puts 30 points on the board, and our running game.
24 of those points were halftime.
We struggled to put 20 points on the board. We did it one time. But I think that was because the defense helped out too. All season, the offense hasn't scored over 20 points. And in this game,
Facts.
in the first half, it was 24 points to 0.
That was amazing.
Bro, what team are we watching out there? That's what surprises me is.
Yeah.
So what helped out, obviously, the offensive line, they play better.
Yeah.
They play better out there. I even seen a post that Antonio Pierce was in the meetings for every offensive line meeting that they had last week. And I know he wanted to be in there. He wanted to get in their heads too and tell them, you guys need to step it up.
Protect the rookie.
And they answered to the call. They did a great job. They protected the rookie. They also protected, or they even opened up some holes for Josh Jacobs. And Josh Jacobs looked crazy out there.
He looked good.
He almost looked like he did last year.
Yeah.
Obviously not as much.
It's just going to keep getting better and better with him too.
So we rushed for 125 yards as a total. Josh Jacobs, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns, man. And shout out to his daughter. I was wondering who you remember he was blowing the kiss and stuff like that too. It was to his daughter.
Oh shit.
She was at the game and she recently had her 3rd birthday. So every time he got a touchdown, he was doing that, blowing the kiss. I thought he was doing that to Go Power Raiders.
Go Power Raiders.
No, I'm just joking. But 0 turnovers in this game, that's huge. Like AOC didn't even have to do much in this game.
He did. He still threw for what? 175 though?
200. About 209.
209.
But he played a clean game. That's the main thing. He played a clean game. He played a clean game. That's all that matters. He had no turnovers. He didn't have no touchdowns. He just did what he did. 16 for 25. I mean, Jimmy G could have easily done that, But
it's gonna get better with AOC. Trust me.
I'm joking. No, but AOC played a clean game. He actually got the game ball at the end of the game. But that's all you ask for your
AOC got the game ball after the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
That's all you can ask for from your quarterback.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I don't care how many yards the quarterback throws for, whether it's AOC, Jimmy G, Brian Hoyer. As long as the team plays as a collective and they take care of their job, he could throw for 99 yards and play a clean game and we win. I'm fine with that. But he went out there, did his thing, man. And one person I do want to give a huge shout out to is Bo Hardigree. Not a lot of people talking about that. Offense coordinator took over. Play calling looked good out there. Looked great out there. But as far as the offense, that's the main points that I took from the offense. So for you, I want to get your thoughts of how you thought the offense looked out there.
The offense looked completely different, bro. I mean, O-line stepped up their shit. Josh Jacobs was running everywhere. AOC was doing his thing, man. He was throwing darts. I know there were small little darts, but even that long one to Tucker, man, that looked real good.
Yeah, and shout out to Tucker, man.
Yeah, Tucker's a speedy little fucker.
Yeah, he had to jump out and grab that ball too, like
just a tad bit.
A lot because he overthrew it. If Jimmy G was doing it,
it would have been out that way.
Or if Derek Carr did.
I would have been outside.
He would have been like,
keep fucking running. But not offense was completely different.
That was a nice throw.
Yeah, it was just seeing him out there. I mean, even with those slants, he was precise, bro. The ball they didn't have to stop nothing forward, backwards. It was just hitting them on them slants like nothing. So, offense looked great, man.
And moving on to the other side of the ball.
Defense.
It's like
defense came in there like, hold these real quick.
We haven't had a defense like that in quite a while. That
a long time, man.
Went out there. I mean, I would say that the best defense that we had in the past 20 years is probably that 2021 season when we had Gus Bradley here.
Yeah.
But nowhere near what this defense has been doing. Like you said before, 8 sacks, 2 interceptions. We had what? How many people? We had about 7 different people get sacks. Max Crosby, Malcolm Coons,
Merrick.
Trayvon Merrick, Adam Butler, Tyree Wilson, and Robert Spillane, man. The pressure was there. Max Crosby had a day. He went out there, put this team on his back, controlled the defense, kept that energy going, man. He played every snap of this game, had 3 sacks and 6 quarterback pressures, man. We got 2 interceptions. Nate Hobbs, Amik Robertson.
Yep. Shout out to Amik, bro. He got them hops, bro.
Bro, not a lot of people talk about Amik Robertson, but he's been a key to the defense.
Yeah.
Especially making those big plays, man. He ended the game against the Packers.
Green Bay, yep.
Yeah, and then he goes into this game. He's not the biggest guy out there.
No, he's actually pretty short.
Yeah, and he's still making plays. He's playing like a bigger cornerback.
Yeah. He's playing, bro, those hops, though. He's got hops like a motherfucker.
And Marcus Peters is out there, still having the Butterfingers out there. But, shout out to Marcus. He almost had one.
Yeah, he did.
Dropped it. And even the pick that Amik Robertson got.
Yeah, it was off.
No. Nate Hobbs.
It was off his hands.
It was off his hands. It bounced up in the air. I was like, motherfucker, bro. And then, but luckily enough, Nate Hobbs was there, scooped it up, another defensive stop, turnover, and we were still able to go down the field and continue to score, whether it was in the red zone or whatnot. Josh Jacobs helped his team out a lot, running the ball. Basically, the game was done at halftime.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the first time we got to enjoy the game and
not really have like a roller coaster effect of emotions.
It almost felt like a boring game, Moose.
Yeah, like we were just whooping their ass.
The second half was boring, Moose.
Yeah.
We were just chilling for the most time.
Yeah, we were
just chilling. It was nothing but the Daniel Carlson show at the end of the night. But I'm not gonna complain about it. I know a lot of people can complain like, oh, we kind of took our foot off the gas pedal or whatnot, but it is what it is. We came away with that W. I think we already knew we were going to come away with that win. Keep that energy for next week.
Keep it going, man. This week we got the Jets. I mean, the Jets' defense is great.
They're better than the Giants.
Yeah, the defense on the Jets is real nice. So the defense is real nice. Their offense is real good. The only thing is they got what's his name, quarterback. Zach Wilson.
Oh, Zach Wilson. Yeah.
So, I mean, if we could beat the Jets and then go to Miami's not even performing that well either, and beat them and catch some momentum in the end of the season, who knows? We can catch that wild card, bro.
Hey, I'm going to try to take it one game at a time, Moose.
I know.
You know how many times we come after a win and we're like, we got this game, and we'll be good.
We did that all year last year,
yeah,
bro.
so I'm going to take it one game at a time.
They coming to our house. We going to fuck off the Jets, and then we'll worry about the next one.
Yeah, so we got to worry about the Jets offensively. They got weapons, but not as crazy. It would have been a different story if Aaron Rodgers was still there.
Yeah.
But they don't. We got to put pressure on them.
Yeah.
And they still got Garrett Wilson over there. They got some solid offensive pieces, but their defense is what they feed off the most. Yep. And if this is going to be a good test for the offensive line, Josh Jacobs and even AOC to see,
AOC finna throw for 3 touchdowns.
You said 4 touchdowns for this game.
Yeah, but I think I mixed it up. My intuition was saying 4 touchdowns, but we ended up winning by 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, but not because of him,
No, but this time it will be. AOC gonna throw for 3 touchdowns.
But hey, I don't care how many touchdowns he throws for, because I think Joe asked me for that game, and I said he's gonna throw for about 200 yards, but I said 1 touchdown, 1 interception, just something like that. But he had 0 touchdowns, 0 interception, but 200 yards, clean yards, and that's all you can ask for, man. If you can, if Josh Jacobs want to carry the load, I'm down with that. I just want to see. It's going to be a good test for him, but I feel like the Giants game was a perfect start for him.
Yeah,
it's a team that's not really doing that good. They don't really have a lot of pieces over there, but he got to get a little bit of confidence after that, and maybe he could carry that over.
And I know the nation's over there commenting on his shit. I don't know if you've seen this post earlier.
Yeah,
AOC.
Oh yeah,
this morning or last night?
Yeah. He put like Raider Nation.
Everybody was on there.
Oh yeah, everybody loves him, man.
Yeah,
it's funny. I put the real number 4 over there.
I seen that. I seen that.
The real number 4, man. AOC,
the Kardashians over there like.
They said, "Oh hell no." It's funny because they're all like AOC, like you, and it's like the moment you bring up the number 4, like, oh hell no, don't disrespect my other quarterback. And, hey, got to wear your Derek Carr jersey. Just take out the back and replace it with the AOC.
I never had one.
Oh, come on.
I only have a few, honestly.
Okay. Well, that's probably what I'm going to do.
We change players so much, I stick with the legends. You know what I mean?
You just got to plaster the tape over it and put AOC.
Everybody should wear their... everybody this week should wear their AOC, their Derek Carr's jerseys, but put duct tape on the back.
Yeah, put duct tape and just
put AOC.
Put AOC greater than Carr. You know how many people gonna be? I'm gonna fuck around with the fans, bro. Because almost like I would say 80-90% of the Raider Nation has a Derek Carr jersey somewhere laying around. We joke around Derek Carr, but AOC is doing the damn thing, and hopefully he can keep that momentum going.
He will.
But hey, after the game, man, obviously we were all excited. Raider Nation was excited. It almost felt like we won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But we got to see that the team, they were out there smoking that Josh McDaniels pack and having a good time after the game. How you feel about that?
That vibe, I'm telling you, that's that old school vibe that I got from seeing those videos circulating on the internet. The smoking, partying, that's what you want to do that's how you celebrate victories, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Josh McDaniels, that maybe he wouldn't let him do certain things because
it almost seemed like that. It almost seemed like
they were like handcuffed.
I would say that, like
in somebody's basement.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Josh McDaniels.
It's not the Patriot way, motherfucker. But it almost felt like the players got to be themselves a little bit.
Yeah, turn up. You want to do that after you win. I don't care if it's by a point or not. A win's a win. Turn the fuck up and celebrate that shit. Carry that energy into the next week.
But that's a funny thing. We say that, but some fans still complain when, the whole season we've barely been winning. Yeah. They complain about that. But this, I would say, is the first win that we could celebrate like that. Imagine if we won by 1 point like we did the week one and they're over there with cigars. It's like, motherfucker, get back to the playbook. No, but I think they deserve it, man. And I love to see that energy, man. It got me hyped up. Just seeing every little clip that they got in the locker room, man, you could tell everybody was excited. Max Crosby, of course. Mark Davis was in there, and you got to see he was over there like a kid just enjoying his time over there and whatnot. Max Crosby, Josh Jacobs. And, man, I love it, and I hope we could keep this going. I got one question for you, though, on this. Everybody's going into this, obviously, Josh McDaniels being fired, Antonio Pierce taking over. But the question is, do you think we should bring him back?
Who?
Antonio Pierce. Because he's the interim head coach. That means just the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And then we could look for another head coach. And everybody's thinking about who could be the next head coach. Do you think we should keep him?
I mean, we can't get hyped over one game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do certainly love his energy. I love that he's a diehard Raider fan. I've heard stories. Shout out to I was watching Graft and Stu and them on their little. So they were telling a story how when he played for the Giants, he wouldn't let nobody, even though the Raiders came in or whenever they played the Raiders, he would not let nobody disrespect the Shield.
That's what David Carr said.
Oh, yeah, that's what they were talking about. Yeah. They were talking about David Carr. So I heard that on there, and I was like, okay, so this motherfucker's really a diehard fan. Yeah. So for him, everything says yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see how he does the rest of the season as a coach. If we go, even if we win like 4 or 5 and don't make it to the playoffs, bring that motherfucker back because that's what we need in that locker room. Somebody that the players will play for, that they love. You know what I mean? It's that energy, that vibe you get off somebody. I definitely think if he could do his job, bring him back.
And I agree to you on that point of, let's see. You know, it is one thing to get excited about this game, which it's great. We look different. The team looked great. The team looked like they played for him.
Yep.
And that's what you want to see out of a coach. And sometimes with other coaches, you don't even know if the players really fuck with them like that or not. But we've seen that in just one game. But I would just say, let's see, take it one game at a time, and we'll see where this team ends up. We got a lot of games to look forward to.
We have 9 left?
Somewhere around there. 8, 9, well, probably 8. I don't know the number, but a lot can be done in those next couple of games. And if we do come out with a winning record, or even 8-9, 9-8, maybe something around that realm, and the team just looks good, I would bring them back.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say right now, hey, let's bring the dude back. But it's almost like that situation. If he takes the team, like quickly answer, if he takes the team to the playoffs, wild card, you bring him back?
Bring him back.
Okay, I agree with you on that. But the only difference that I had with Rich Bisaccia, because this is kind of like the same situation. Remember, we fired John Gruden, Rich Bisaccia took over, went to the playoffs, and everybody saying, "Bruh, make him the head coach, make him the head coach, make him the head coach." I wasn't really sold on him because I didn't see him as a guy that really took over. And when I understand that the players played for him, but he didn't seem like a guy that could call plays or do like the whole thing and whatnot. And he seemed like, to me, almost like a pushover because he seemed like a nice guy. He's not like a head coach that I feel like we need somebody in there that's straight up with the players. If they need to pick up their game, pick up your game and whatnot. But that's the difference I see with Antonio Pierce. He's a guy he got that energy from like that John Gruden had.
Yeah.
But he's also respectful, and he was a player, so he understands where the players are coming from.
Yeah.
So I would love to see him back if we go out there and we show out for the last couple of weeks. Even if we don't win every game, if the team looks different, if we're scoring and losing like 34-31 and we're putting up these great numbers, AOC looks good out there, I would bring him back and just fill in the pieces that we need to, And I just wanted to ask that because I know there's a lot of Raider fans out there that are kind of split on that whole decision whether or not to bring him back or not. And I know a lot of people after last week or after yesterday, they want to bring this dude back, sign him right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to. There's gonna be a lot of candidates out there, just in case.
Yep.
So with that being said, I know you had something, somewhat of a conspiracy theory. You told me earlier.
Yeah. So I have a conspiracy theory, right? Do you remember the kickoff video in the beginning of the season when they're sitting at the round table and they're writing the script?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I remember that.
So
it was a couple of seconds ago.
So with that being said, and then you remember last week with them firing everybody, right?
Yeah.
Then then Mark Davis cut his hair. We haven't seen that in forever.
I know.
You know what I mean? So things have changed for a better situation, right?
Yeah.
Then you had the speech given by Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
Talking about there is no script for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We write it's a blank.
It's a blank
we
sheet.
write the script. What if the Raiders are going to the Super Bowl?
This is all a part of the script.
This is all a part of the script. Now Mark Davis did what he had to do, whatnot, to where the Raiders can do whatever the fuck they want and go to the Super Bowl.
Hey.
And win it.
I wouldn't put that out of the realm of possibility. That'd be a perfect way to go to
New
the Super Bowl.
stadium. We did what we had to do to make it happen to the Raiders.
Yeah.
And then you got Carlos Santana. That was the other part of the conspiracy.
Okay.
Carlos Santana, Mark Davis was at his show, and Santana was like, yeah, the Raiders are going to the Super Bowls, and it's going to be against the 49ers.
Oh, fuck.
That was what Santana said.
That would be the highest grossing Super Bowl in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, Battle of the Bay.
Battle of the Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, the Raiders against the Bang Bang Booty Gang.
If that was to, if that was to happen, that'd be the most watched Super Bowl of all time,
That
for
would
sure.
be, yeah. So, and to have it happen at the
Allegiant Stadium
in Las Vegas.
Yes,
the party city of the world.
Champion City
of the world now. That would be fucking dope. So maybe, you know what I mean?
To your point,
Raiders go on a winning streak right now with no script, and we get to see them whoop ass like they did last night because they don't have to follow the script. They can play like their true dominant selves.
Don't do that to me.
Just saying, you know what I mean? I was, thinking about it, seeing his speech this morning. I'm like, why is he referring to, or last night or whatnot, why is he referring to scripts? And then it got me thinking, I got a little conspiracy theory now.
Don't give me hopeless.
So, y'all know what it is, Raiders, bitch. You heard it here first.
Okay, if that was to happen, it was then.
That'd be crazy, bro.
But it's funny because, I joked around about it. I tweeted it yesterday after the game. I said, it's all a part of the script. That's how I just put it on there, And it would be crazy. I think it would be a crazy story.
Yeah.
I feel like 2020.
I feel like everything with our scenario right now, it would be crazy for us to go to the Super Bowl. You got AOC, his backstory, perfect, hype with that whole backstory. Then you got the firing of a shitty coach.
I feel like it could almost be like the 2021 season where, that was a crazy season in itself.
Yeah, because at a part of that season, we thought it was over.
Yeah,
I even did a video. Remember the Titanic video?
I did too.
It was like me watching my team's playoff chances slip away. But then we made it to the fucking playoffs.
But that's the best way to get people invested, especially Raider fans.
Yeah.
But I feel like we were at the tip of the iceberg, Goose, after the Lions game, because I feel like a lot of fans were probably going to quit about this team, but then we turned the whole script over. I don't think, even with him saying that, I remember what you said. Like, he said that after the game.
Yeah.
But maybe it's still a part of the script. I don't think that.
Fuck us in the end.
No. I think, like, even him saying, like, this is a blank sheet, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all part of the script still. Make it seem like, hey, we got a choice, but we really don't. It's basically maybe they'll put us in the Super Bowl. Maybe they'll have us go on a run. We got a different head coach. The energy seems different. We seem like a whole different fucking team out there.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility.
What are the chances? 7 out of the 8 were all got sacked.
That's why I'm saying, like, if the NFL is smart and they want to get that money,
they're gonna give Vegas the Super Bowl.
Put the fucking Raiders in the playoffs.
The Niners.
And the Niners. I really don't want to play the Niners.
Me either.
but I only want to play them if we win. If they put us in the script to lose, fuck that. I'd rather not be in the playoffs. Yeah. Like, you know how much, bro, you know how long we will be.
Niner fans with their fucking
they won't let that down. Maybe. Well, what if Roger Goodell said, "Hey, Niners, you guys are gonna lose to the Raiders in preseason, but we'll get you guys back for the Super Bowl."
We'll give you a blank sheet in 2057.
Man, I mean, conspiracy theories. I would be down with that.
Yeah, I mean, it all makes sense.
Perfect script. That'd be perfect script. We turn our whole season around, and the
underdog wins.
The underdog story. We would go all the way with a different quarterback, same number, number 4.
The other number 4 will be pissed off though.
Oh yeah, man. He's probably not gonna go to the Super Bowl. Or that'd be a good one too.
Oh, Raiders Saints.
Yeah. I feel like if any chance, if the NFL gods were nice to us, if they put the Raiders in the Super Bowl in our stadium, do something like the Rams did, you remember, in their own stadium, Niners and the Saints would be the two. I feel like the two.
I feel like the Niners though would be it, because not only would the stadium make money, I feel like all the Niner fans, all the Raider fans would come to Vegas and just party out here, even if they couldn't go to the Super Bowl, experience the parade afterwards and all that shit.
Maybe you know what? What if we go Niners go to the Super Bowl, right? Just to slap them in the face. We go to the Super Bowl. Say we go to the playoffs, AOC gets injured, and Jimmy G takes over.
Oh, and that's why why Kelsey's mom says, I like that Jimmy guy. Oh, he comes back, and he still gets us the Super Bowl.
And he leads this team kind of like Nick Foles did for the Eagles in the playoffs. Goes to the Super Bowl, plays a team that shunned him out
for a shitty ass, the worst draft pick of all time.
And he goes out there and wins the Super Bowl and beats the Niners.
That's it right there.
Book it.
Yeah, I'll take that all day.
And then that way, you happy with AOC, I'm happy with Jimmy G's.
Yeah.
Book it.
I'll take that all day.
Everybody's going, what the fuck are they talking about?
Hey, it's entertainment, you know what I'm saying?
We got to get entertained some way. But I understand what you're saying, though. Yeah. Shit. A lot of things can happen. This is the NFL.
Yeah.
NFL, man. But moving on from that point, man, that was crazy, though. I want to talk about our guys. I want to talk about our owner, who's Marky Mark, man.
Yeah.
First things first, man. Put some respect on Mark's name, man.
Yep.
Put some respect on his name. Everybody's been getting on him, like I said earlier.
Giving him a hard time.
Saying, sell the team. He doesn't know what he's doing. His dad's rolling around in the grave with one eye patch, whatever.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. to the legend Al Davis. But saying that this dude should sell the team, he doesn't know what he's doing. Why does he still have McDaniels there? And we've talked about this situation for a long time.
Yeah.
I know the Josh McDaniels thing obviously was his fault.
Yeah.
But he didn't expect him to go over there and just fucking do
fuck shit up.
Shitty,
Yeah.
But to do what he did mid-season, I got a quote from Mark Davis. This is what he said. I just felt like it was time to make a change, time to make a move. And that's what he did. He made the decision not only to let go of Josh McDaniels, but Dave Ziegler and even his buddy Mike Lombardi. And then he brings up Antonio Pierce, man. And he also, even on top of that, he even apologizes to the players in the locker room. Some players out there saying that, he talked to some players apologizing for wasting their season.
Yeah.
So far. And it felt like that, there's a lot of great players on this team. And we've said it before, it just kind of felt like Max Crosby's talent were getting wasted over here. Obviously, Devontae felt like his talents were getting wasted.
On paper, we're stacked, bro.
Offensively and defensively, yeah.
Yeah. So I understand why he apologized, because at the end of the day, it is really wasting away their careers.
But it was so great to see being in the stadium, Moose. One, shout out to Mark Davis. Got a new haircut.
Yeah, bro, that's a trip. That's a trip.
It's a new day, not only for the organization, but for his barber. He finally found a barber that
he said, "Fuck you, you're fired."
Probably Roger Goodell said, "You can finally get rid of your hair." Like, oh fuck yeah, bro.
We don't need that for the script no more.
Yeah, it was like, fuck, man. They don't understand what I've been going through, but the fans don't understand what he's going through, and that's why I felt like he's been trying to tell people smarten up, or even people that come up to his face and he's just trying to tell them, man, be nice. You guys don't understand, because he's the one behind the scenes. He sees everything. I don't think that Mark Davis wanted to fire Josh McDaniels. I kind of felt like the writing was just on the wall. Obviously, the fans kind of came at him. They could have came at him a little bit more respectful, obviously. But I felt with all of that transpiring and how bad the Raiders looked, I think he was like, you know what? Fuck it. we're going to make the move. And he did it Halloween night. He probably was just chilling like, you know what?
Fuck this.
And Josh McDaniels probably, how you get fired on your day off, Foos? How you get fired?
Yeah.
They're probably both like, what the fuck, man? I thought we were good, And not only that, Mark Davis came out of pocket and paid these dudes off, bro.
Oh, yeah. Cut him a check for what?
85 mil altogether.
Yeah. Come on.
He's still paying John Gruden. He was gonna still pay what's his fuck name? Josh McDaniels. Bruh, he's not messing around. And that's one thing, and that's another thing why a lot of people want to talk shit about Vegas, but Mark Davis ain't worried about money. So that's chump change for him, you know? I mean, it's a big,
the fucking Raiders.
It's a big lump sum, but he's not playing around. He wants to make a change, and he wants to make a change soon. Obviously, he didn't work with Josh McDaniels, but this dude is doing his best to bring this team, to bring the fans the best experience ever. And I know it's been hard this year. I mean, we're the fans.
Yeah.
And we still go to the games, even when we do shitty.
We fucking suck, bro.
But it was great to go into the stadium and hear the fans saying thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of fans saying thank you to Mark Davis, or even chanting, thank you, Mark Davis.
We tried to start the chant, but that died out real quick.
No, but it was going on earlier.
It was?
Oh, you were over there on the other side, and I was with, old boy at the booth, and you could hear it.
Joe, Gogo, when we were on that side, we were trying to start the chant, but it didn't work.
Oh, I heard it from where we were at that time, though. But, Mark Davis, man, it's great to see that he's getting that recognition. It's great to see that the players still fuck with him, man. Like, you see Max Crosby's post-game video, just having a fun time, smoking cigars, and just hanging out with Mark Davis, hugging him and stuff. And Mark Davis looks like a kid in the candy shop. Just, like, everybody looks happy, man.
Yeah.
Mark Davis
That's because they know the script. They're going to the Super Bowl.
Mark Davis looks like a huge burden was lifted off of his shoulders. It might have cost him a lot, but at the end of the day, the Raider fans are happy. He's happy. The players are happy. We won a big game the way we did. Everybody's happy.
Yep.
And this is 1 week. Let's just hope it goes on to the next week and the next week and the next week.
It will.
And like I said, I hate that they give us a lot of hope, but all I got to say is put some respect on my boy Marky Mark's name, man. So if you hear that, Mark, we're talking nice about you. So if you want to come on a podcast, then
come sit down with the Usos, man. Come on.
It's crazy. It's no matter what this team puts us through.
We always show up.
We love this team. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's crazy. One question I want to ask, I was going to ask fans at the tailgate and stuff like that. I'm going to probably do it whenever I do it, my next vlog, but it's a funny question I got from a YouTuber. But I wanted to ask you is, what would you do for a Raiders Super Bowl?
Shit. I ain't doing nothing. Ain't doing nothing strange for some change. I'll tell you that.
Hey,
but
maybe that change is good.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, what would you do?
What would I do for the Super Bowl? I'll do a 16-month bid.
What's that?
I'll go to prison for 16 months to watch them win a Super Bowl.
What about 16 years?
I ain't doing 16 years, bro. I've done some time. I ain't doing 16.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, I'm straight. But I'll do 16 months, a little mini vacation, just program and get that shit out the way. What would you do?
I didn't even think about that.
I'll tell you what the Niners did. They sucked a whole lot of dick to get those 5 rings.
Bruh, shit.
Tom Brady did some shit to get those rings up.
For real, though.
No,
it was funny because I seen a video. I seen a video that when he was asking fans and stuff, it was Lions fans, and one guy was like, "Oh, I'll give up my firstborn for a Lions Super Bowl." No. I was like, "What the fuck?
What kind of shit are you on?"
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
For me, like I said, 16 months. I'll do a county lid.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the Raiders to win a Super Bowl. That's just one season behind me.
I'll stop watching football.
Stop watching football?
If we win Super Bowls.
For how long?
No, like forever. I think I could die happy see one Raiders Super Bowl win. Like, I don't have to watch. I would give up the rest of my football fandom.
Damn, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Because a lot of people die without seeing their team win.
It's funny you brought that up because I did see somebody on the reels doing the same thing, asking the question.
Yeah.
It was the Eagles. And the one dude said it, he was like, I'll suck dick for
I think I seen that
bro,
one.
I was like, you gay as fuck, bro.
But that's only a couple of minutes for a great time.
Oh, hell no. Oh, shit.
Depending on how good you are. It was like, it could be quick or it could take long.
Oh, fuck.
You want that Super Bowl?
No. What's his name? Roger Goodell. You want that Super Bowl?
He said, okay, you'll get the Super Bowl. I didn't tell you when, though. But what the fuck?
You want it now? You got to go blow the refs.
Mark Davis. We got another one.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Shit. Either that or I'll rock the Mark Davis cut, the bowl cut for the rest of my life.
I'll cut my hair for the Raiders to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If the Raiders win a Super Bowl this year, I will cut my hair next year.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Yeah. If the Raiders make it, they don't have to win it. If they make it to the Super Bowl this year, I will cut my hair and donate it to a charity.
Oh, shit. You know what? If we go to the Super Bowls, fuck it. I'm going to be a streaker, bro. Fuck it, bro. Loose Nation Podcast. Oh, you know what? This is what we got to do.
Bro, hey, if somebody's down
No.
I will pay.
No. We got to put a bet on that shit, on the money. We got to put the bets in the casino.
Right now?
But it could be somebody that doesn't, like, say, like we put tell Brad.
Oh, don't tell everybody. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Don't tell nobody. Let's do it.
Be like, hey, let's bet there's a streak, and then one of us, you got it, Is?
I'm not doing it. But I know somebody. I know somebody that might
split that money, dog. No, but that'd be crazy though, man. Super Bowl, man, doesn't come around that often. But like I said, I could die happy if I see one Super Bowl. I mean, we went to the Super Bowl once, but I didn't even watch that Super Bowl. I wasn't even a fan that time. But
I was sitting in the living room with a bunch of family, eating, watching that game. I'll never forget that. That was big for me as a kid.
It's just crazy because I just want to see one win because I don't understand like fans that complain about certain quarterbacks. I was talking to a Giants fan yesterday, and you know I asked him like, why did like fans like hate on Eli at the end? You know, he wasn't the same quarterback, but I wouldn't have cared how bad.
Got Super Bowls.
We got 2 Super Bowls against Tom Brady.
Yes, in his prime, Tom Brady in his prime type.
I would have been good. Like if that was Derek Carr, I don't care how shitty he does for the rest of his season.
That era of quarterbacks with teams, you had what? Peyton Manning. You had Eli Manning.
Yeah.
You had Donovan McNabb. You had Michael Vick. You had who else? Tom Brady. You had Drew Brees. You had
Marcus Russell.
Phillip Rivers. Fuck Russell. That era of quarterbacks, almost every team had a dominant quarterback.
Yeah. No, I know. But like I said, and he was like, man, I don't know. I like them, but I know there was a lot of fans, a lot of Giants fans at the time, like, yo, like, we need to move on from him. He's trash, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't have cared at all anymore. Like,
still won
2 Super Bowls.
2
Super Bowls is, you know, at least we get to brag about some Super Bowls, unlike the Charger fans, though.
They've been chasing the ring for 50 years now, 58 to be exact.
They have never witnessed one.
No, they just witnessed the parade.
Oh, would you go to a gay parade for a Super Bowl?
Yeah, as long as not to do nothing gay, I just got to go there and show up. Sure.
Why not?
I'm not doing nothing gay for my team, bro. Not a damn thing. I ain't doing nothing for my team.
Nobody will know.
I don't give a fuck. Jesus will know.
Hey, it's 2023. You know, nobody. It's the cool thing now. It's not like
I don't give a fuck if the Pope tells me it's cool. I ain't doing that shit.
These are my confessions.
No, I don't have nothing against the, you know, whatever you want to call it. I'm just not my preference.
Yeah, I feel it.
So
that's how your Raider fan is.
Yeah, the Bang Bang Booty Gang can do whatever they want.
You know what? Moving on this week, it's a new day for the Raider Nation, man. Shout out to Mark Davis. Shout out to AP. Shout out to this team. Shout out to AOC,
motherfucker.
They're out there doing their damn thing, man. And I just hope that the Raiders can continue to keep this going, Us. Yep. No matter who's in the stands, no matter who we play, Us. If we go out there and keep that same energy, man, we're going to still be here rooting for this team, win or lose.
Win, lose, or tie, we in this bitch.
Let's get it. But with that said, the Raider Nation, that's about it. But I do want to give a huge shout out to Subcity Studios, man. Of course, this is our home base where we shoot our podcast at. So if you are looking to start a podcast or looking for a place to shoot a podcast, man, this is the place for you guys, man. Subcity Studios, man.
Y'all know what it is? Mr. Fitz, 714, Raiders, bitch. Fuck your team.
Yeah, especially my fantasy team, man. I know we played a fantasy this week, and my team was astronomical. It was, I don't know, out of all weeks, my team went to underperform against you. Don't worry,
I'm coming for that number 2 spot now.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go for that number 1. Don't worry. But yeah, with that being said, it's your boy Simone Raider. Follow me at Simone Raider, all social media platforms. If you guys are not subscribed to the Usos Nation podcast, man, subscribe to the channel and let them know.
Speaking of subscribe to the channel, we just hit 2,500 followers on the Usos Nation podcast Instagram page.
Yes, sir.
When we started this whole thing in his lobby at his apartment building, I said I was going to give away a Darren Waller signed authenticated jersey.
Yes, sir.
I have that jersey. I did not bring it here with me now. We are going to raffle it off to all our fans that are fans, supporters, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Everybody that's subscribed to the Oos Nation page. So, with that being said, stay tuned. We're going to get it to one of you guys here shortly.
No, for sure. Even though he's not a part of the team.
Hey,
he's a part of our hearts. Oos.
Yeah, once a Raider, always a Raider. A promise is promise. You guys got the jersey coming. And once we hit 10,000 followers, I'll be giving away a Max Crosby signed jersey as well.
For sure. You just skipped over 5,000, huh? Well, you know what? 5,000, I'll give something away.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is. But with that said, though, Raider Nation, man, until the next episode, this is your boy, Simon Raider, with my host, Mr. Fitz.
And
we are out.
Peace.